guys, how are you? It's Salem. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. But okay, I have to say something because literally being in relationship with the Lord is really, really hard. And anyone that knows, they know that it's freaking hard. Anyone that knows, if you're really in a real relationship, if you're really you rely on this person, that you rely on him, you seek him, you have to, when you're going through a storm, let's not even call it a storm, when you're going through what is it called, a whirlwind, one of those things that just go like a tornado. I wouldn't say a tornado because for me, I think of tornado and I think of it just keeps on going in this pass, it's like a pass by type of thing. That's the way. Or maybe a whirlwind or a wind world or whatever it's called, when the wind is blowing and it picks you up and it moves you a little bit but you stay planted, even though it's like the wind, it's like it breezes by you. I'm trying to really explain this the way that my brain is really trying to tell me, but that's how it is when God gives you something that was very unexpected, right? And this unexpected thing is it's not the best thing. It's not what you wanted. And literally now after me being in a relationship on and off with the Lord for the past 4 years, since 2020, I've been on and off, but now I've been firmly, now I'm firmly planted, literally, I am firmly planted now. And I'm starting now today I was years old when I got this. God just wants us to just let it all go, because literally I'm sitting here okay, I didn't get what I wanted. So I'm never going to get what I want. I'm never going to get what I want because it's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me. And literally I had this, I'm okay, I didn't get what I want. Okay. So what is it? So what do you want me to do? He's it's not about you. It's not about me. It's about what he wants for me. And it's not about me. And I'm sitting here okay, I thought it was gonna go my way. I thought it was gonna go this, that, and the third. I thought we was gonna do it this way. I had the plan worked out. And God laughed at me oh, baby, your plan is not even close to the plan that I have for you. And it's just whoa, hold on, okay? Because you don't expect, because you could pray to God as many times as you want. You can tell him what you need, what you want. You could tell him all of these things. You can pour out your life to him, pour out your wants, your needs, your desires. But at the end of the day, if it's not what he wants, he is not going to give it to you. And that is the thing. And maybe it is what he wants, but it's not the timing. Or maybe it is what he wants, but it's or maybe it is what he wants, but he has something better for you. And usually God never says really, an answer could be no, but the no always leads to something better. So it's okay, so I didn't get what I wanted, right? So I'm sitting here, I had to really think about it. I had to think about it okay, because when you don't get what you want, it makes you feel you haven't been progressing. It makes you feel you failed. That's basically how it feels. And that's how I felt. I felt okay, I failed. Okay, what do I now? So I'm stuck in, and it took me a couple of days. It's okay, I need to look at myself. Why is this happening? And then I had to look at myself and say, okay, this is why it's happening. And God also told me it's literally, you got to let it all go. You cannot keep thinking about what you want. It's not about you. It's not about me. So, and this is where surrendering comes in. And this is where letting go comes in, because it's not about me. It's not about me at all. It's not about, and I always talk about the bigger picture. The bigger picture is my children. The bigger picture is God. The bigger picture is, having a covenant with him, having that relationship with him. That is the bigger picture of what he has for me, what he wants for me. That is what he wants for my children. That is what he wants in general. And it's like, oh, but it's not because it's not about me. And so like God is telling today, and maybe this might resonate with other people, but let the breeze shake you up. Let that breeze, let that wind, that whirl, that tornado take you in, but it'll eventually pass, and it'll be storm, and it will quiet down, and the light and the sun will come out, and everything will do what it, but just know that you are still firmly planted with God. And I have to tell myself this because I'm at a point in my relationship with him where I have to now go after him. I have to now seek after him. I have to now push forward, because when you're in the storm, the devil is going to try to tell you that, no, he's forsaken you. No, he's forgotten you. No, he's not in covenant with you. You're going to start thinking that, oh my God, you're gonna start repenting for sins that you don't even, because you just don't know what you done wrong. But when that's the thing, is like, in the girl who does the Bible study, if you guys want to check out her Bible study, it's Heart Dive 365 with Kanoy Gibson. She's really great here on YouTube. And literally, she even said it. She says, when you give a revival prayer, when you ask God to revive your life, it can bring up things that you never even wanted to, it can bring up things that you never even wanted to deal with, you wanted to feel. It can bring up all of those. It can let the tornado come. It can bring a storm when you call on these, when you ask for these things, when you tell God that you want revival, you want restoration, you want transformation. They are going to bring a storm, because you're gonna have to go through the storm in order to get, that's what it's like the snake shedding its skin, like, to grow bigger, and that's just like I'm trying to say, like, growing pains really too, like, in a way, like, it's the growing pains of it all. And just like having to like really like, okay, I gotta get out of, like, you can feel it in your, like, and I want to say your outer body, you're gonna feel it, like you need to move, like you need to grow, like it's just gonna, because your mind, body, and soul is all connected. And it's just like, I can't explain it, but this is I hope like y'all are following me. But it's like you're shedding the skin to open up more, and it's because you ask God to give you revival. It's because you ask God to like revive you, to restore you. You ask God to give you new life. You ask God to, you know, come into your life and shake, and especially like you, and that's why people say watch what you say. And that's why they even like, that's why, you know, you don't make vows to the Lord or things like that. You got it when you're making a vow. Well, you can make vows, but when you make vows to the Lord, you have to stand on them, because you already know. I can't remember who it was, but in the Bible, somebody made a vow to the Lord, and I think, and he lost his daughter because of it, because he made a vow to the Lord, even though he won the victory, and he literally had to give his daughter to the Lord because he vowed. It's like a swear, like, I swear to you, God, da 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 da, and that's like literally like how it works. But so literally, so yeah, so that's what God really kind of wants. That is what he wants us to do, because we're never gonna have our way. It's just like, you might as well give up now. Like, and not in a bad way, but in a really good way, because I don't know why, but I just kept on hearing, you might just give up. Just give up, because girl, you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win. You're not gonna win your way, so just give it up. Just give it up. Just give it up. And it's just like, okay, I'm gonna just give it up, because literally you're not gonna win your way. Like, you're not gonna win your way. You're going to want to, and then, no lie, even wants is expectations that we should not be setting. And like, well, at least that's how I'm seeing it. Like, a want is something that I don't want to set, because it's an expectation that I'm going to have this. Like, I want this, and I'm gonna do everything I can to have it. But then it comes to a time when, what if you can't do everything to get it? What if you can't, like, and you expected that it was gonna go this way? And that's another thing too, is like, don't expect that God's gonna give it to you this way. Like, you don't know how he's gonna give it to you, and it might come in the different forms, and it might be come in like different ways. And it's just like, So yeah, so I just came to this and I'm just like, you know what, I'ma just let everything go, because it don't make no sense. Why? Don't fight it. Don't fight God on these. Don't fight God. Stand firmly planted with him. Keep on seeking him. Keep on reading his word. Literally, like, he is analyzing everything and he is just making a way for everything to be done. And just let him just have the control, because literally while you're trying to figure out what you want, you're going to drive yourself insane on trying to like get things done the way that you want things done, because it's not going to happen. Like, it's just you gotta come to a conclusion that it's not gonna happen. Like, so you can want to do this, but God says no. You can want to do this, but no, this is how I'm gonna do it for you. And it'll turn, and the crazy thing is it'll turn out even better than you expected. But then it's like, but I didn't want it this way. And sometimes that's how we can miss out on a blessing too, is because you think like, oh, well, I didn't want it this way. Well, you know, and then you say like, no, I don't want it this way. But, and then it's like, hold on, like, this is a blessing. And you're not realizing it because you didn't get it the way that you wanted it. And so like, you know, these are all the things that I've been just thinking about. And, you know, it's just like, wow. And I was today years old when I noticed that this is what God wants. And he just wants us to not have expectations, just go through life, you know, do what you got to do, be a righteous, be holy, be all of these things. And I'm going to show you the way, and let the Holy Spirit show you the way as well. Like, let the Holy Spirit guide you to where you need to be, and, you know, go in the direction that you need to go in. And as long as you know that you are on the right, just, you know, you're diligent, you're doing what you have to do for the Lord, and you're making sure that everything is being done right for the Lord, and the Lord is your number one, you know, that you're going to the Lord for the number one, like, everything is gonna be okay. And, you know, so that was my message that I had. I hope this resonates with anyone that, you know, maybe you didn't get what you wanted, but I'm telling you, even me, I'm still working on this. Just let it go, because it's never gonna go the way that you want. And that's just how it is. But it's always gonna go for the greatness of you. It's always gonna, and I know people say for the good of God, but I like to say for the greatness of God, like, because it's gonna be great. Like, and you have to know that it's gonna be great, because God is great, and God is awesome, and God is, you know, and, you know, so sit, like, you know, so somebody just gave me advice to sit in your cry, sit in your tears, sit in that hurt, sit in it, because eventually he's gonna tell you that, you know, well, this is kind of what I have for you that's even better. And you'll eventually start to see it, that no, that he has something better for me, and I deserve better, and that I'm worthy of better, and that, you know, like, maybe you didn't get the car that you wanted, but hey, you know, you never know, like, you got a better car, like, you know, you upgraded to a 2025, not a 2023, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's all of that. It's all of that. Maybe you didn't get the house that you wanted. Maybe you wanted an apartment, but he gave you a freaking house that's paid off. Like, and it's like, whoa, it's in Timbuktu, but it's like, honey, I gave it to you. Like, you know what I mean? This is what you, like, these are the things, like, you know, maybe he gave you a person, or, you know, he gave you a person that, you know, didn't do you right, but then it's like, no, baby, I got somebody better for you. It's like the freaking CEO who runs the company, you know what I mean? It's always these types of things. And, like, you know, or it's just like, you know, somebody that just loves you for who you are, and who will love you in and out throughout life, and, you know, you end up with a best friend, and all of these things. So whatever it may be for you, like, literally, life is about money, life is about money. This is what the things: money, career, and family. Like, you know, these are all the wants of what people want. People want the love, people want the career, people want purpose, people want, but lately I've been asking God for, like, listen, I just want to understand how you really move. How does this thing really work? How do you work with me? How do we work together? How do we come together? How do we strengthen our relationship? And that's where wisdom come in. And reading Proverbs is literally, God gave all the wisdom and understanding and discernment to Solomon, and Solomon then took it and wrote it in the book, or whoever wrote the book of Proverbs and wrote it in the book and gave people a way to understand, like, this is what God teaches us. This is the way that God teaches us, and we need to follow wisdom, because if you don't have wisdom, then you're not going to, everything in your life is just gonna fail, because you're not having the discernment to whether to choose between blue or red, or whether to choose between black or white, whether to choose between really anything in life. So that was the message that I have for you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.